I am extremely proud of the excellent work that has been done so far by the team, the survival team, led by Ambassador Miriam Katagun, the Honorable Minister. I think that one of the most important things about what we've tried to do here is first to show that it is possible to have a scheme that will be executed properly and executed transparently. And this is, in many senses, a template for doing bigger interventions in the education sector and bigger interventions in other sectors. So we're all extremely proud of how this has turned out, and also the fact that we can, talk to you directly, and you can give us a feedback on what you experienced in the whole process of getting these funds to you. So I want to congratulate the Survival Fund team led by Ambassador Katagun and the coordinator, Mr. Tola Johnson, and all the other members of the team. But having said this, I also want to say, I also want to thank you very much, all of the owners of schools and representatives of schools that are here today. I think that one of the very important things for us when the Economic Sustainability Plan was being designed was that we wanted to look at certain critical sectors of the Nigerian economy that required intervention in the wake of the fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. We, of course, recognize that schools were vital in this whole arrangement, and that private schools in particular, because as you know, of course, public schools, teachers in public schools continued to be paid while the pandemic, while the lockdowns were taking place and the pandemic was raging. But private school proprietors and private school teachers obviously were in a much more difficult place than most businesses, just given the very nature of the business. So we thought that it would be important to support private school teachers and to do so directly, which is what we try to do. So we then ensured that we had a platform, from which we could enumerate and pay teachers in private schools directly. Now, it would have been, of course, Mr. President's best, what would have been best for him, in his own opinion, would have been to pay every private school teacher in Nigeria. But obviously the cost of doing that is so humongous that would have been in very, very dire straits. So we've tried to rationalize this as much as possible. But I think that the success of the scheme so far is bound to, lead to future interventions. It may not be this type of intervention, but there certainly will be other interventions. And the fact that we've been able to enumerate, we know where you are, we know that you exist, and that you're actually providing an important service, the education of children. I think that in itself is a good enough reason for us to think of other schemes and other ways by which we could make the work of school proprietors easier and make the lives of teachers better. It's possible, I think, using platforms, such as have been created, to even send educational materials, useful information from government, from the Ministry of Education, and useful information from other parts of the world. There's so much that can be done because of this platform that's now been opened. And I would also want to say that one of the very important takeaways for me from this meeting is that it is then possible for us to hold future meetings, such as we have done today. I see that there are people from as far away as Yobe State, Rivers State, there's from Lagos State. There are so many from different states of the Federation of Nigeria. So I think that this is really exciting, and it just shows us what the possibilities are. We had someone from Abia State who spoke a few minutes ago, Borno State, Abuja here, Kano, so it's incredible what is possible if we're able to maintain these kinds of platforms and interactions. So again, just to thank you very much. The feedback has been excellent. I'm very happy to hear that most people have received they've received their funds, and this is evidence of the fact that the work is being done and that it's being done seriously and transparently. I'm sure that by the time I report back to Mr. President about the excellent work that has been done and the reception and then your feedback, I'm sure that it will encourage him to look at more ways of being useful to the education sector, especially private education. So just to say thank you again and to wish you well and to let you know that we're open to whatever ideas and suggestions you have. And I'm sure that the Secretariat will keep this channel open so that we can interact in the future and exchange ideas and thoughts. Thank you very much.